Yeah, so it's season 2 of our transition. As we said last year, we've got a 3-year plan and we're looking to how we can develop the club and individuals as well as the coaches that are at the club. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't achieve our aim last year and get league survival. However, coming down's allowed us to rebuild, regenerate and regroup. And pre-season's gone really well. The lads have really been focused and you can see that they're starting to understand what we're trying to achieve now through the RFC guidelines that we have for how coaching they would like to be seen. But also the lads are enjoying it. And that was none more evident after Saturday's game. A real togetherness after the game and things like that. And it just stands us in a good stead for this season. This season, yeah, consolidation again, build on what we've done. But also to be pushing the top of the league, because I believe we've got the players around in the club that can do that for us. Yeah, there's some combinations all over the park. Combinations all over the park, across the front row, second row, back row. Back row is going to be a severely, heavily competitive area of players that we've had coming back to the club, some new members joining the club and things like that, and that's a strength of ours. So much so we're looking at how we can move some of the players to play in other positions. Rather than lose their attributes, we're trying to look at how we can develop them as an individual and move them to a different position so they can bring their skill set to what we're trying to achieve from there. But also some of the players in different positions, it gives them a different perspective. And you can see during the pre-season that they've developed and they're reading the game better, they're talking, and I think if Dom continues to play the way we are, he will be our midfield general. He had a superb game against Sandown and Shanklin, as that was acknowledged by the opposition, and we just got to continue to work with him and give him the back line so they can exploit the space and speed that they've got. Not so much specific areas, we just need to become a little bit more cohesive and get used to playing with each other, and that will come through time. And that's what we do with our training. We'll develop those areas that we can see where we're not quite there. But if we're honest, we'll never be there. We'll always look to evolve. The season is set out, that's been shared with the players, so they know what's coming and they understand what we're trying to achieve offensively and defensively. Look to review every month to 6 weeks to ensure that we are on that right track, because the way the fixtures fall, we'll play a few games, we'll have a weekend off due to cup and things, and potentially World Cup fixtures where the league's allowed a break for there. So it's an ongoing, so we're now asking the players to also do a little bit of self-reflection and looking at what areas where they think they need to develop as an individual, but also where we can develop as a collective from there. So it's an ever ongoing process, so we won't wait, it'll be constantly going in, and we'll encourage their feedback a lot more than the previous years, because they're the people that have to implement what we're trying to do, and they're the ones that need to own that as well. Every season's a new chapter, and that's what we discussed at the end of the season. Yes, there's 1 or 2 individuals have left and we wish them all the best for that, and we understand why they've gone. But also coming down has consolidated as a group. It's brought us together and it's allowing us to gel as a cohesive unit by being in that same boat. So we've all suffered relegation, so we know the pains that brings with it, and we can use that as a tool to motivate and just show to people that you can rebuild, you can go again, and we're in a strong position. At times it's going to be hard making those selection decisions, and there are going to be some disappointed people. Yeah, and that's what we're going to try and continue to do. It's not, whilst a club is all based on its first team, what we're trying to develop here at Gosport Fareham is that one team ethos. We're all one team, regardless of what team you're playing for on a Saturday or on a Sunday. We want to be that one cohesive unit, and that's what we're trying to develop. So whilst we worked the lads hard during pre-season, we've also done bonding and gelling bits that allow them to do that. So yeah, we want them to enjoy it. That's the big focus of this year, and one of the things is to go out, enjoy 80 minutes of rugby, talk about it afterwards, and then regroup on a Tuesday and we meet again.